What's up guys, I am back here with another video and today I'm doing something slightly different. Usually I am reviewing LEGO Marvel sets, as some of you will know I'm on a journey to collecting all the sets based on the MCU, but today I'm actually reviewing a different set. I am reviewing LEGO set 21351, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now this is of course a LEGO Ideas set that has actually just come out, and I'm really excited to get into this. I just had to get it. I love the film and I just couldn't wait for this set. So this set is 18 plus. It contains 2,193 pieces, contains 6 minifigures but 8 characters, and it released on the 6th of September 2024, so this is really new, and it obviously is yet to be retired, and it originally retails for $169.99 in the UK, $199.99 in Europe, and $199.99 in the US. For some weird reason, the UK always has a different price to the US and Europe. The US and Europe tend to have the same pricing, but I'm so excited to get into this. This set, as soon as I heard the rumours, as soon as I saw the official pictures, I was like, oh my god, this is like Hocus Pocus set for me, which I still don't have. It was between this and Hocus Pocus, and I thought, you know what, this is a brand new set, I'm going to get this one. So this is LEGO Ideas number 59 as well. So this is, of course, submitted by a fan of LEGO who has designed this and has then sort of been made into an official set, which is so awesome that they went ahead and did this. They got the license from Disney. LEGO have a really great relationship with Disney anyway. So let's just get straight into the box art here. So you can obviously see, I love the LEGO Ideas box arts. I think they're just perfect. They just perfectly encapsulate what a box should be for a non-themed set, even though this is themed, but it's like not a set. It's not a line of Nightmare Before Christmas sets. So of course you've just got the LEGO Ideas logo in the corner with the film logo, which is really cool. You have sort of the pieces and the numbers and stuff down here, which I like. I like that they do that. Anyway, look, enough about the box art. Look, you've got the picture on the front. If I just turn it around as well, you can see it is a really big box, guys, as well. It's really big box. You can see as well on there that we have on the back, you've sort of got the play features over here. You've got sort of the LEGO Ideas sort of journey, what you can do yourself on the box art. The reason I'm going through this is just because I've not done a LEGO Ideas set before. I'm sure you guys all know this, but you know, in case anyone has never seen a LEGO Ideas box, which I would be very surprised if they haven't. What I really like about the LEGO Ideas boxes is they do give you exact measurements, and they do this as well, not on just LEGO Ideas, but Avengers Tower they did it as well. For sort of the bigger sets, they give you the exact measurements, which is a really awesome idea, because it's sort of, if you are looking to display it and you're in the store and you see this box and you're like, oh, do I have the space? I don't know. So I do really like that, and I just think the set looks amazing on the back here as well. Look how good it looks. Oh my god, I'm so excited to build this. I'm so excited to build this. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and build this, because I've already racked up 3 minutes here on this video, which is enough for an introduction, if I'm honest. I need to get better at this. I need to get better at just doing an introduction, because I love to talk, evidently. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and build this, and then I'll get straight into the review, probably starting with the minifigures, and then I will review the set itself. So, starting with the minifigures here, first off we have 3 sort of civilian minifigures, and they are pretty plain, if I'm honest, so these are going to be a really quick run through. So we've got this first one, which is this little teenage boy. He does give sort of the cartoonish sort of look. He does have that sort of, you know, animated look, which is nice, as obviously this is based on an animated film. He's got an all plain red costume, body, whatever you want to call it. He's got the short legs, which might be useful if people, you know, want to use red short legs for someone, but I personally don't delve into sort of using parts from other sets to create other things. He does have a really cool face. I really like the face. He's got the blue mouth, he's got the sort of lilac eyes, sort of the eyebrows, creating that expression. I think that's a really cool expression, and I do like the colour. It's sort of like a darkened red, burgundy sort of hairpiece, which is really great for teens. Like if you've got a teen character, that's a really great hairpiece. And he does have the white hands as well, which are sort of the Christmassy colours, and as I said, all the way around it is just completely red. But if I do just turn around the hairpiece, he does have another facial expression, which is a bit more of a shocked facial expression, which I guess you could use in terms of, you know, sort of the film and the goings-on of the film. But all in all, that is the first minifigure from the set. For the second minifigure of the set, we have someone with a bit more colour. This time it's a sort of a witchy girl. She does have this really awesome lilac witch hat, which I think will come in really useful for a lot of people that want to use that. And it does also connect to the hair. If I just turn her around, you can see it's sort of connected to this grey hair, which is a really cool piece. I do like that. Again, she's all pretty much the same colour. She's got sort of the lilac body and a bit of a darker shade of lilac skirt there, which I do like that they've used a plastic skirt as opposed to sort of a fabric one. And she has sort of the short black legs. I do believe she also has a second facial expression. If I just turn her around, you see there she's got sort of the light blue eyes and sort of a happy expression. And if I turn her around, she's then got another happy expression, just a bit more, you know, they're both pretty cheerful, to be honest. Overall, yeah, again, really plain minifigure, but for what it is, it's fine. And the third minifigure here is another civilian, and he does have a bit more details. He's got sort of the skeleton sort of bones on the torso, but again, it is just pretty much all the same all around. It's sort of this sort of greyish sort of legs and torso. He's got the small legs again. He does have a really cool face, and I think this could be used as sort of, if anyone wants to make a Joker, this is a really good use of making the Joker, especially with the green hair piece. That's a really cool piece to make sort of an iconic Joker. And if I just turn him around, yes, he's got nothing on the back torso, but he does have another facial expression, a bit more of a neutral facial expression there. As for the next minifigure, we have Santa, and this is a pretty standard Santa. It does come with sort of the sort of dress type body that they sort of use for their female characters, but I don't mind that at all. There is a tiny bit of detail on the bottom here, just showing sort of the suit. And he does have the cool Santa hat, of course, and if you just take it off, he's got the beard as well, and I believe there is another facial expression, there and there's a bit of detail on the back of the torso, sort of with a candy cane of sorts on the back. Again, not too much to say about this this minifigure. I think there is some detail on the torso under the beard as well. If I can just get it off. It doesn't want to come off. There you go. There is some detail as well with more candy just on the torso. And the facial expression without the beard as well is just a bit of a shocked one there. He does also come with, if I can just get this back on. There we go. He does also come with a candy cane, which is pretty standard again for Santas, but it just clips on like so, and then you can have your Santa like that. So again, pretty standard minifigure. Next we have Zero, which is its own mold, but it is really awesome. I love when Lego does its own molds and sort of creates these characters and looks just like them from the film. If I just turn around, you can see he's got the little pumpkin nose, which is really cool. He's got the collar. It looks exactly like Zero from the film, if I'm honest. It's a really cool mold. If it wasn't a Lego set, you could pretty much, you would not even know it's from a Lego set, if I'm honest, yeah. Really cool mold of Zero there. There isn't much more to say about him. Up next we have Sally, and what I really like about this minifigure is that it's completely different from the one in the Disney minifigure series. There is so much detail on this minifigure, so they really went all out for the sort of the last two minifigures, Sally and Jack. There is so much detail on Sally, especially with all the stitching and all the different colours. She's got dual moulded arms and different colours on each side, which is really nice. She's got all the stitching on the face, which I really like. The hair is exactly the right colour. It's a really lovely minifigure. She's got the black sort of shoes at the bottom, dual moulded legs as well. If I just turn around, you can see there. I'll just take off the hairpiece and we can see the back torso and the other facial expression as well. As you can see, there is more stitching on the back torso. Again, different shades of brown and greens. I really love this minifigure. The facial expressions are fairly similar, but that doesn't really bother me, as we do pretty much have a really accurate and perfect minifigure for Sally here. So that is a really great minifigure in my opinion. And finally, for the minifigures, we have Jack Skellington, who of course is the main character of the film. And again, he just looks so great. He has the really long legs here, which I think is very appropriate. I'm glad Lego used those, as he is meant to be really tall in the film. So he's got the long legs that I guess I most I remember most from the Woody minifigures in the Toy Story 3 sets. He had those too. He does have this exclusive sort of bow, but it's obviously the bat bow. It's really cool piece. I love that. The face is absolutely perfect. He's got the classic facial expression there. The suit just looks great. I mean, you've got the blends of whites and greys and blacks, and it just all blends really, really well. It looks really, really accurate. If I just turn him around as well, he does have the back torso there, continues the suit, which is awesome. He doesn't have a second facial expression, obviously, but that I'm pretty fine with that. And he does have this piece of fabric as well on the bottom that just creates that bit more detail and just fleshes out the suit a bit more. And I really, really appreciate that LEGO went to lengths to do that. It does look awesome, sort of, you can see it at the sides there. So that is a really, really awesome minifigure. I'm so, so glad we have this. And finally, this isn't really a minifigure, but he is a character, so I'm going to include him here. We have the mayor. I just want to say at this point, it is really disappointing that we didn't get Oogie Boogie. I'm not really sure why. I think the original submission had Oogie Boogie. I don't know if there were problems with Disney with the licensing of getting Oogie Boogie. I'm not really sure. But it is really disappointing that we didn't get Oogie Boogie, but nonetheless, it is cool to still have the mayor in this. He is a buildable figure, but he looks so, so cool. None of it is stickers, which is, I'm just very pleased about. If any of him was stickers, I'd just be really frustrated, especially at the price of the set. And he does sort of come with his classic iconic face, which you can see there, which is just really, really awesome. I love that face so, so much. I mean, it's just so memorable. And he also has this buildable hat, and he just looks amazing all around. He's got the mayor sort of logo, banner, whatever you want to call it there. He's got even the spider, sort of the spider bow on his suit. It's just really awesome, gives that Halloween feel. And he does come with his megaphone, of course. And if I turn him around, he does have another facial expression on the back, which is his sort of frightened, scared expression, which of course is iconic from the film. Just a really, really great buildable minifigure. I think they did such a good job on this, even down to the shoes. Sort of, you build these just with two 1x2 rounded blocks, and it creates the shoes, and it just is an incredible, incredible build. I really, really love this. So really, really great minifigure overall. And now moving on to the set, and firstly what I want to say is that what is really, really awesome about this set is that the designers have actually separated it into 3 parts that you click together to create the whole thing, which I think makes it so much easier to carry anywhere if you're like displaying it or whatever. And I just really, really appreciate that. As someone who does display their Lego, and I do have this on display downstairs, I just really, really appreciate that. So anyway, starting off, this is the right part of the set, and it just looks so good. It is so accurate. It's so iconic. I love everything about the set. The colors, I mean, you've got the sort of the skull here. If I just turn it around a bit, you can see that there are the black bushes and everything, and it just looks so accurate. If I just turn it up down a bit, you can see all the black bushes, the sort of the stone, the different bricks throughout, just making a different sort of texture on the building. This piece of fabric here is a really awesome print as well, on the housey mayor's office bit, whatever you want to call it. I love the tree. The tree is so good. I mean, all the branches you create. I mean, it just looks incredible. It is a bit temperamental, if I'm honest. So it's a bit scary lifting this up, but the tree is just so good there. And you've got another pumpkin as well. They just scattered little pumpkins and little sort of circular pieces around, just creating sort of like the authenticity to the set. And it works so well. Of course, here you've got the iconic sort of the I want to call it a well. It's not a well. My mind has gone blank, and it's got all the green pieces that you can scatter around. These are all sort of studs that you can scatter around, which just is really cool. The design as well of the statue part just looks so cool. That is completely buildable, and you can sort of move it up and down as well if you want to. You can move all the pieces on that, which can allow you to even recreate movie scenes from the movie if you want to. And then of course we do come to the main part, and I do love here that they have the, can I take this off? I feel like I can take the roof off. I mean, I don't want to take it all off. It's really difficult to show some pieces here, but they have the steps going up, and again they've got like smaller pumpkins just displayed by the yellow flower, the orange flowery pieces. They've got sort of the the orange flowery piece here, and you've got the steps created here. You've got a really cool door. I love that the door isn't the usual door shape. It's got the sort of the slant here. As I said, you've got the fabric piece over here, and you do actually have as well, if I'm just gonna have to zoom out to show this, you do actually have these sticker pieces which says 35 days to Christmas, which is a really, really cool piece there. It does mean that it's not actually Halloween at this point in the set, but I'm not really bothered by that. And I do love the clock as well. The clock has just got some webs on it. It's like a spider web. It's a really, really, really cool sticker there as well. Excuse me. And of course you can take off as well the top of the set like so, and that just clips off and it's just held on by that sort of orange block there, and you can take both tops off as well. And then inside you have it is so temperamental, you have inside the top different pieces there. You've got sort of a wreath, a lot of Christmassy pieces, if I'm honest, just a few little references to the film. There's a spider at the back there as well. All the studs are dropping, which is great. There's a spider at the back there as well. And then there is actually more. That just clips back on like so. And then there is actually more inside. I also do want to mention, I just love how the podiums are made as well. It's just, everything is so cool and authentic, and I just love an authentic set. I love an all-rounded set as well. If I just turn the set around as well, you can see the fully inside of the set, and you can see that there is, the door actually does open inside. If you can just see here, it does actually open, so I have opened it a bit. That is a fully working door, which is really awesome. There is also some firelights with sort of the webby bits coming off. Really, really cool feature. There are spaces, there are studs that your minifigures can stand on. And there is this gravestone piece, which if I just take it out, you can see it is a fully fledged gravestone piece. I really, really like that little build for that. That's a really awesome little build there. Yeah, and you can just pop that on as well at the end. Again, there's not much inside, but I think there is room for minifigures. You can sort of replay scenes. It is really awesome. There are some stickered pieces inside as well. I'm just gonna, it's really, really hard to see, but there are some stickered pieces as well, just inside of here, as you can see, just marking references from the film, and that is on both sides as well. And there is a tiny, tiny, tiny little spider and sort of things underneath. There is actually a skeleton underneath there as well. If you can just see, there's a skeleton underneath, and there is sort of a bush or something underneath there as well. That is the first part of the set. It is really difficult to show everything, as some things are really, really hidden. But yeah, that is the first part of the set. And now I'll move on to the second. As for the second part of the set, this is the probably most iconic piece of the film, based on the film poster as well. You have the iconic sort of twirl in the hill, which Lego have just really done so well. Obviously, the original designer as well has done so well to create here. I really, really love this. It's a completely buildable hill. The entire hill is buildable, and you just create that swirl really, really simply. I think I just broke something off the back there. No, I didn't. There's just a spider there. And I just really, really love that. Lego actually also provide the yellow sort of sunlight at the back as well, which is awesome because you can recreate the most iconic scene from that film. And there's so many little pumpkins here. You got a fair few pumpkins all around, dotted all around. You got the black bushes again. And you do have some really, really awesome gravestones here as well. So you got Witch Hazel, you got R.I.P., you got Zero's own sort of gravestone little house, you got R.I.P. There is another one here at the back, which is Henbane. I'm sure, I can't remember all of the film, but I'm sure these are all references. And there is another one that says Deadly Nightshade as well, just there at the back as well. And there is some little purple flowers as well dotted through, just to create a bit more of colour, and I really, really appreciate that. But this hill is just incredible. It's fully built, it's incredible. I mean, look at that. Really, really awesome build. And these also do come off really, really easily, the gravestones. You just pop them back on there. And there is actually a little space as well for Zero. He can go on here, just outside of his kennel. He can just pop on there, which is awesome. And they have also included 2 studs at the top as well. Just to, this is really difficult to show, 2 studs just to show where you can put Jack and Sally to make the iconic scene as well. And if I just turn the set around, you can see that the yellow piece attaches just via this orange sort of connector piece. It's a really, really simple attachment, and it does stay on pretty easily. And behind, again, they do like to just include some references as well. And behind, they have just included, I'm just going to try and stick that back on. If he wants to, it doesn't want to stick back on. They have just included a skeleton and a pumpkin again underneath the set. I love that they've just included little things underneath the set, and there is also a spider here who keeps trying to creep out as well. So again, really, really cool piece of the set. This is probably the most iconic piece that everyone knows. But yeah, I really, really love this. This is so, so cool. And the final section of the set here, and look how awesome this is. This is, of course, Jack's house. This is so, so awesome. I mean, the tree, the difference in tree as well. You've got the sort of the brown tree here compared to the black tree from before. This is just an awesome, awesome set. This is it in its entirety, but I'm going to take a look at it more closely. So if we just take a look at the bottom here, what is really, really great about this set as well is that it does actually detach from the top, which makes it a lot easier to lift and take somewhere and display and whatever. If we just look at the bottom here again, we've got more of just sort of the black bushes, the browny, maroony pieces, and the pumpkins just scattered around, creating that sort of authentic piece of the town. And we do actually get to see more of the wall here, so the wall is a lot more prevalent in this part of the set, because obviously this connects both sides, and I really, really like the wall. The wall is a really, really great design. It's not your typical just bricky pieces. There is a plethora of different pieces. There's the rounded 1x2s, there's just 1x1 studs, there are these slanted pieces, you've got some brownish pieces interspersed in between everything there. It's a really, really awesome piece, and obviously connector piece as well. And even the connector pieces give the wall just a bit more of a crooked sort of look as well, which I really, really like. And they are sort of met at the middle by these 2 gates, which are really, really cool. I feel like I say cool for everything, but this set is just awesome, like in its entirety. Like there is nothing about this set that I dislike. It's just an amazing set to have, and it just looks so, so accurate. You can move these, of course. I like to have them sort of just half open, sort of as it's a bit more, it feels a bit more, you know, creepy and whatnot. On top of those as well, there are 2 sort of builds of these sort of dark black reindeer-y things. They're again really, really cool builds. You sort of use connector pieces and sort of the 1x2. I don't know what the piece is called. I'm just so flabbergasted about how good this build is. They work really, really well and just add that bit more of detail. I love the little spike as well underneath, just creating that bit more of a horror-like essence. And inside, if I just open the gates as well, you can see that there is this little circular piece of the pavement, and I love that the pavement is also crooked. They've just, you know, you've got the full circle pavement, and then they've just a bit crooked at the end. That just adds a bit more detail as well to the set, and the stairs themselves are just so good. The way they have managed to design this is incredible. They look so authentic and real. Of course, the jaggedy stairs, I love that. That is just an amazing build. That's just so, so good. And then you get to the door, and the door, of course, has, this is a stickered piece, the eye on the door, but I don't mind that at all. And then you have the stud here, and this does open, and you can just open the door like so. And when you open the door, you can see inside that there is a Christmas tree and a sack for Jack, of course, when he becomes Santa, which is a cool little touch there. You've got these little podiums as well, that are built with the with a long stick, and then the 1x1 studs and the connector piece at the bottom. And if I just turn it around, you've got these little windows here, which these don't open, but they sort of create a bit more detail, which is fine. And you can actually see at the back, there is the Christmas tree as well in itself, and you can take that out and edit it if you wanted to. I think it's a cool little Christmas tree build as well. And I still love as well that even at the back, there is still that detail there as well of just sort of the autumn leaves as well. It's really got an autumnal vibe, and I love that they've used sort of the arched pieces. They've not just been a brick build, it's been a very thought out build, this has. And as well, here is the tree, the autumn tree, which in my opinion looks much nicer than the black tree, but of course because it's got a bit more colour. And yeah, I really love this build. I mean, look, you've got the autumn sort of vibes here. This is a really cool vibrant colours. You've got the orange and yellows mixing really well with the brown, which just is really awesome. It looks really accurate and gives that bit more detail as well. And just putting that aside and moving on to the top part of the house, you've got this really cool how they've created the tiles, sort of the slanted tiles, really creates that accuracy. And again, they've done it here. You just use these pieces at the bottom to just create that bit more jaggedy appearance, that sort of rough appearance as well that Jack has. And we've got the translucent yellow for the windows, which I think works really well. If you turn around again, you've got the same black and brown windows at the back, but you can actually see if you turn it all the way around, you can actually see the inside of the house. And there is a lot of references here, actually, to be fair. There's a magnifying glass, you've got Jack as Santa on a painting, which does actually come out, and that is a sticker as well. That's a sticker piece. You've got the bookshelf in there, you've got a little cookie, a Santa's cookie, you've got a wine glass, and you have this sort of maths equation about Christmas, I guess, which Jack would be doing. I can't remember if that's from the film or not, I'm not really sure. You've got a fish in there. I think Lego likes to just put fish in there, if I'm honest. Yeah, and there's a lot of really cool references in the house there, and you can fit Jack inside as well. And what also you can do, if I just turn it around, is you can take off the roof like so. So they come off really simple. Again, they're pretty much the same. They're held on by these orange pieces. They come off both sides, and then you can see that there is a wreath on either side, and there is also just a bit more. There's a pumpkin and a skeleton and stuff. There is a spider in there as well. Just a bit more to add to the top of the house there. And again, as I said, they just go back on like so. And what's cool about these roof pieces as well, just before I put them on, is they do actually connect. So you see these spiky pieces at the top, they actually interconnect like so. So when it goes on, it will attach really simply. And another really cool feature of the set is the iconic pipe coming from the house. And again, that is a buildable piece, and it's sort of retractable, so you can sort of move it up and down if you want. Obviously, I've got it how it is in the film. And on the ceiling as well, you have got again, just the jaggedy bits, making it a bit more sort of spiky, authentic, a bit more scary, getting that horror aspect in as well as the Christmas aspect. And yeah, this is a buildable piece, which just looks so good. They've really done really well with that. And again, that just clips on like so. I think you do have to get them the right way. I think I put them the wrong way. I have put them the wrong way. If you just get them the right way round, they will clip in really easily into each other like so. And as I said, you can just pop that, if I just pop that aside, onto this set itself. So this part of the set does have just some studs at the top there, which that really simply just clips onto at the top to create the entire house, which is really awesome. And then if you also just see on the sides here, you can see there is, I don't want to break the house. There is these clippy pieces on the side, on both sides of the wall, and that extends to the attachment piece on the sides of each of the bits of the set. So as such, you would just connect them here just make sure it clips in. And again on the other side. That is the completed set in its entirety. It looks amazing. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It's really, really cool to display, especially from sort of autumn to December. It's a really, really awesome set. I did also want to mention it does also come with this little build here, which is sort of it's a completely plain white build that you can actually put the civilians in. It's like a sleigh, I guess, but it's kind of a weird one. It's like a skeleton sleigh with the skeleton feet on the bottoms. But you can actually fit the children in, and weirdly, it only has one set of studs. Unless I built it wrong, it only has one set of studs on that side. Perhaps I built it wrong, I'm not really sure. On that side. But you can just place the children in, and I guess the way to do it would be just place one child in like so, and then you can place another one in. You would have to put the arms up to fit them in, and then you can place another one in at the other side like so, and you can sort of fit them all in like that. All three of them there like that, and you can just place that as well sort of at the side and just have that as part of your scene. But yeah, overall guys, this is an incredible set. Of course, you can sort of have Santa as well. You can place him sort of maybe there, over there. I think I place him over here. You can have your mayor over there, and of course you can have Jack and Sally just on here like so. It took me a while, but I did manage to get Jack and Sally on the same piece. I would have preferred if there were three sets of studs. You've got a 2x2. You got 4 studs there, 2x2. I wish kind of there was 3x2, because it is really difficult to get Jack and Sally both on there. But you can get them on there, as you can see, to create the iconic scene. But it was very, very difficult. But this is the set in its entirety, and I just think it looks amazing. You can have your characters everywhere. You can recreate the scenes. The house is so good. It looks so good. Everything looks amazing. You've got Zero over here. You've got your Graves. You've got your Mayor. Everything is incredible about this set. I really don't have that many issues with it. I think, if at all, I think my one issue would be obviously trying to get Jack and Sally on there to create the iconic scene. I mean, a lot of people want this set for that, and it's really difficult to do that. I think it's great. I love how it connects. I think the detailing is so nice. The colors used, there is real mix of sort of Christmas and Halloween there, and autumn as well. It's very autumnal. It's great for displayability. It's great for recreating scenes. Really, however you like to use your Lego, this is a real great set for everyone. If you're a fan of Disney, this is a set for you. Even if you don't collect Lego, this is a set for you if you're a fan of Disney. I think Lego have been knocking it out of the park with these Lego Ideas sets, and massive props to the designer of this as well. This is almost like the Hocus Pocus set as well that was just last year released, that was really, really great as well. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really, really amazing set. I'm really glad to have this one. It's a bit of a switch from my journeys collecting all the Marvel sets, but I do have a few videos coming up for that as well. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think of this set. Do you have this set? Do you want this set? Are you a fan of the film? I mean, I need to rewatch the film, clearly, because I do not remember all the references. But yeah, I love this set. I adore this set. I think it's great. It's great for displayability. And please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, just because it helps, and because I just want to make this channel to share my love of Lego with fellow Lego lovers. That's all this channel is for. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next video.